discuss the troubleshooting topic. Okay, so till now we have discussed all the templates of almost all types of topics that we have in a documentation, starting with overview, the getting started, what all types of information it should include. We have done the quick start. We have also done the feature topics separately, like how a feature topic should look like and how and a how to topic will look like, right? So this is the troubleshooting topic, and here we are going to discuss what is a troubleshooting topic is all about. A troubleshooting topic, we have discussed it earlier as well, but troubleshooting topic is helping the user recover from some kind of error, some kind of failure that he is facing with the product, some kind of problem that he is facing with the product, right? I hope Asura, you're there with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, what is the purpose? The purpose is to identify what went wrong, explain why it happened, and obviously guide the user to fix it quickly. Like what could be the problem? So we are trying to guess, or there will be a symptom. There will be an issue that the user is looking at. He's probably not able to get the latest notifications. He's not able to get the updates or something like that. And you're trying to. So that's just a symptom. The main problem is something else that is happening. Maybe the notifications are not on, the permissions are not given, or something like that is happening at the back end, and that is why the issue is occurring. So that is the real problem. And then comes the solution. So these are the three parts of a usual troubleshooting topic, and we'll discuss that as well. So what are the common troubleshooting topics and when do we create them? These are some of the areas. And so when the tasks fail, as we discussed, when permissions or dependencies exist. So we know that there are permissions or dependencies required and user might end up falling in some kind of error. So in that case also we create permissions, we create these kind of topics beforehand. All right. When behavior depends on any kind of devices or OS, in that case as well, we do this. When external factors affect success, any kind of external factors, it could be battery saver, network issues, Bluetooth issues, or any kind of connectivity issues. So all these things might affect the success of your product, success of the features that your users are using. So in that case as well, we create a troubleshooting topic. And also when there are repetitive support cases, sometimes you've launched the product and you're getting repetitive queries on a particular problem, that I'm facing this problem, I'm facing this problem. So if there is a case, if there is a scenario that you are getting repeatedly, so those topics are also added to the troubleshooting topics. And the structure will be like, first, as I said, the problem, the symptom that user is seeing. User is seeing that I'm not getting the updates. User is seeing that my activities are not getting tracked. So all these things are the symptom. Okay. So we are talking about the fitness tracker app here. So all are problems. So for Asira, so all our things, we try to discuss it with examples so that we're able to relate better. So here, as I told you earlier as well, that we take this example, the fitness tracker application, in context to
Okay.
explain the things better. Okay. So what could be the cause here? In this case, the cause could be, what could be the cause? There might be some connectivity issues could be there. There could be a network issue, or maybe the notifications are disabled, any kind of cause. That's the main problem. Okay. So we give the cause that okay, this particular thing is happening because of this, and then in the next paragraph, to resolve this, you get this solution. Okay, this is the way you will, and we directly come to the point. There is no flowery, feature description or any kind of flowery information or anything else over here. So these will be the direct, very direct topics, and we'll not discuss anything else here. Any kind of additional information that might be related, there could be a note, there could be a limitation related to the product, or there could be you know anything additional, any kind of links, everything will go separately. Like you can link the solution somewhere with the original feature topic or a how to topic, but you will not repeat the same information here. You will just focus on the problem solving in this particular topic. Nothing else will be there. Okay. What are the features? Features of troubleshooting topic. There will be the problem first. Always you're talking about the core issue all the time. These will be very short and scannable topics because user is running into a problem and he's looking for the solution and coming to your documentation for that particular thing. He doesn't want to know fancy things. He doesn't want to know anything else about your product. He just wants to solve that particular problem. So your topics will be very short and scannable, easy to read. It should be action oriented. Clear steps should be given, like what all things user need to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, issue resolved, like that. And we will only focus on fixing the problem. No other explanations will be there, and it will be an independent topic. It should be a complete topic to be read alone. As I said, any other additional information, like yes, there will be some things like if you want to tell the user about the feature and he's not, the problem is being caused because of some other related feature that user is not aware of, there will be just a link. But overall, that topic will be an independent topic, and it should be a complete topic to be read alone. It should not sound incomplete. Okay. And also, one more thing, that we will not blame the user or use that blaming kind of language at any point of time in like for example, you must have done this because of this. You must have you have not given the permission. Even this language we will not use. You have not given permission to the, you will just directly say the permissions are not there. Okay, you have to go and check the permissions. So at any point of time, we will not say that to the user, will not get into the blaming kind of language at any point of time, because normally troubleshooting topics are required because there is something at the user's end that must be fixed. Okay, something user has done that is not right. Okay, but we will not use that kind of language. It should be a normal welcoming language, a generic way, in a generic way, that go and check your permissions. The permissions should be set to this value, and if that is the case, that is how this will work. Okay? This will solve your problem, like that. And now, yes, so what troubleshooting topics should include? As I said, there will be a clear symptom. There will be common causes only, not all theoretical ones. Exactly. Okay. Yes, Mahadev.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good
Sorry
morning.
for I'm outside till now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So, yes, we are talking about the troubleshooting topic format. So,
Okay.
that's the last topic of our topic structures, and we have
Yeah.
already discussed. You can maybe catch up with the recording. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
some of the things you're going to get through this as well, the upcoming discussions. So, as I was saying, Yes, you can mute yourself now.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So, as I was saying, what troubleshooting topics should include? The first and foremost part is the clear symptom. The symptom that user is facing, not the real problem. So, your titles of your topics will also be according to that only. So that user is able to understand, okay, this particular topic is solving my problem. So you will talk in terms of user, what issue user is going to is seeing, you're giving solution to that problem. So you write the clear symptom in the heading itself, it will be clear to the user, and on the top of it as well. So you will start with the clear symptom. You will talk about the common causes. There could be multiple causes to a particular problem, and you will give solutions one by one. So if this is the case, these are the steps. Okay, in case there is, please check your settings, please check your permissions. This is how you can go and set your permissions. This should be the value. So these are the steps. So sometimes you can say maybe you have this, there could be another cause of the same problem. Maybe the notifications have been disabled. पहले हमने permission का करा, उसके बाद next section comes for maybe the notifications. So you will now tell these are the steps to enable the notifications. So the user will go and fix those steps, right? Will check his steps. So depending on what solves his problem, he can try those 2-3 solutions that you are giving. So if there are any OS or platform differences, that also, in case that is there, that will not be there in all the cases. You will talk about the clear outcomes. By doing this, you achieve this. Okay, this will be covered in troubleshooting topic. There will be links to related tasks or reference topics, like how to enable notification or how to enable a particular feature. User is saying that I'm not getting the water reminder feature. Maybe you can, there will be some causes, some common causes like permissions and notification and all that. And there could be one thing that you might want to say, that this is how you actually enable the water reminder, and you can link to that particular topic here. So all these links also will be included in the troubleshooting topic. Next, what it should not include. As I said, there will be no long explanations. The whole content will be very to the point. There will be no theoretical knowledge that we will be talking about. No background, this feature does this or this feature does that, and this is how the feature is enabled, and all those things will not be covered directly here, because that we have already discussed in our previous feature topics or how to topics or wherever, right? So no background will be given here, no marketing will be done here in this topic. There will be no blaming the user. As I already said, you will not say that this happened because you have set, you have not given the permission, or you just simply say the permission is not there for something. Okay, so like that. Then there are vague terms that this might be the issue. Sometimes this happens, usually that happens. We will not use these kind of vague terms. We will also not use any kind of future promises. Sometimes the issues occur because of our bug, some issue, some limitation that our product has. So in that case, you will not say that this will be implemented later, you will not, it will be fixed later, or any kind of those kind of promises we will not make in the troubleshooting topics. Okay, and there will be no mixed content. Again, like, we'll keep it to the point. No background, no theory. There will be no explanation of the feature, how it works. There will be just the problem solving, and we will just focus on that part. Okay, so I think I'm not included. No. Alright, so this was all about the troubleshooting topic, and I'll be sharing a separate exercise, like how to create a troubleshooting topic, and you must create that as your assignment. Okay, there will be a topic in the chat, and you will create that troubleshooting topic based on the structure that we have just discussed. The structure is here. First, the problem. We'll talk about what is the issue exactly that user is facing. There will be a cause, why that could be there. There could be multiple causes, and you list them. And there will be multiple solutions possibilities also depending on the causes. Okay. And if there are any additional information, usually it won't be there, but in some scenarios there could be something, some notes, some limitations, any kind of additional information, but not very away from the topic itself. It should be directly related to the topic. So this is all about the troubleshooting topic. We do not have any exercise here right now. We'll just move on if you have don't have any other questions related to this one. Any questions related to troubleshooting topic? All right. So until now we have discussed why structure matters, right? Why, we have seen all types of structures for all the topics that we have done until now. Now, how does it help? And what are the ways we can achieve it when we are working as a technical writer? Okay. So today we are going to discuss all those things. First of all, can somebody tell why structure matters? Why do you need a structure for the topics? Like we have discussed for all of them, I have given you a particular structure that, okay, follow this kind of structure. That will be a generic, that's a very generic kind of thing. When you enter the companies, there could be or could not, may or may not be there, but you can always create a structure for yourself so that you follow it for your future topics. So why do you think structure matters? Giving random information, will that work? Putting something here and then something at the other end, like not connected or maybe not in a particular order, will that help? We are just few of us. You can keep your mics on and you can participate. Else it will be a one-sided thing. I can go on and give the presentation. Not my issue, but as much as we participate in the sessions, we'll learn. Our learning will be also accordingly. Okay, why structure matters? Most people do not.
As you said,
Yeah.
you said like you have to put the feature after overview, which I have not done.
Yeah.
So it is like if there is a proper information, then the user will not will understand the user manual more properly or user guide more properly, and he can navigate the user guide more easily.
Yeah, so there
The
will be a
structure
proper
does.
navigation, yes. Because
Yes.
user is not coming to actually, he doesn't want the user guide. उसको user guide से कोई मतलब नहीं है. He's not going to read your user guide anyways. Okay, what he's coming for is to solve a problem. He's stuck with something and he's looking for that answer. So we also normally we won't go and read the documentation usually, but yes, in the case of new products, you will maximum go to the getting started or a quick start kind of topic. Okay, how to install something, how to configure something. Maybe the initial steps, yes, we do go, and if at all you have been using those similar kind of products, you're aware of that, you will not even do that. Okay, so users are coming to your documentation to look for the answers. And how can you give these answers effectively? By giving a predictable structure. Okay, something that user can predict, okay, this should be here and this should be here. There is a particular logical order that in which user also uses the product and uses the documentation. Okay, okay, if users can't find the information that he's looking for, if he can't tell what's important, and if he doesn't know where to go next, it doesn't matter how good your topic is, how good your writing is. We have already discussed the TOC, and we have seen how we have arranged them and everything. But here we are discussing like why of that particular thing, why a topic should be at a certain place. Right, we will always follow the priority order. What is important, that will be documented beforehand, on earlier. That will be given more preference in the heading levels as well. You will keep them outside the more important topics and all those things. Okay, so that user is able to locate those things, user is able to find out. So for troubleshooting topics, you will give proper title. Okay, these are the troubleshooting topics. There will be a heading so that user knows if I am stuck in a problem, I should go to the troubleshooting topics. Okay, so he'll directly jump onto the troubleshooting topic. He'll not look at feature, or he'll not look at the quick start, he'll not look at, I think, any other information. If he's stuck with a particular issue, he'll directly go to the topic. So you're giving direction to the user direct, through your structure itself, through the structure of your whole documentation. And then there is a structure that happens at the topic level as well. Okay, so there is a structure at your documentation level, and there is a structure at your topic level. So both of them are very, very important, because that's what makes the documentation usable. Otherwise, user will keep on looking for the information all through the documentation. If he is not able to find it, your documentation is useless. If your important topics are buried inside the nodes and inside the topics, and they do not have proper headings, titles, sections, your information is buried inside, right? Okay, sorry, let me just fix it up. For example, we are talking about this information. So if you look at it, read the information and tell me if it is wrong or right, whether the information is wrong or right. And I want inputs from every one of you. Read it. And respond. What do you think? Is the word information correct or incorrect?
Um, it is just saying go to settings, but it is not saying like where to go after the settings, like uh, what to do after going to settings.
No, I'm just saying, say it in yes or no, whether this information is correct or not.
No, no.
Okay. Others?
I don't know what to say.
It's okay.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Mahadev?
Mm,
Just a yes or no. Is this information correct?
Not correct.
Why not correct? What is wrong? See, it is saying water reminder helps you stay hydrated, right? So that's what it does.
Yeah.
Helps you stay hydrated. So this particular line, it's the information is correct. To enable it, you go to settings. Okay, आगे क्या करते हैं वो अलग बात है, लेकिन but you go to settings, right? So this information is correct.
Yeah.
Complete, not complete, incomplete, that's a separate thing. But as much whatever given is correct at a point, right? Then battery saver may affect reminders. Is it correct? Battery saver might affect reminders.
Yeah,
Yeah. So information is correct.
might
Or
affect.
it's correct or incorrect?
Yes, it's correct.
Yes. And you can choose intervals.
Yes,
Notifications must be enabled, right?
yes.
This is a prerequisite. So all the information that is there is correct. But what is wrong with this paragraph? There is something wrong with the paragraph. What it is?
It should be in order, sequential order.
Yes, the structure is missing, right? The structure
Yeah.
is missing. We are giving random information, and if we give information like this, user will not be able to make any sense out of it, and your documentation becomes useless. Okay, we need to give a proper structure to this information. So, what are the elements of information structure? First, hierarchy. How to place a particular type of information. Okay, where to place it. You cannot write getting started after the quick start, right? You will be writing the get started information, the installation, the configuration part only before the quick start, right? You cannot give that information later. You cannot write the names of the components after you have discussed the features or after you have discussed the quick start. You will give that also in the starting itself, okay, in the getting starting section. So there has to be a hierarchy. There should be a modularity. What purpose do you want to achieve through this particular section? Okay, for example, in this one, what problem are we trying to solve? There is no particular one thing that we are talking about. We are defining the feature, what reminder helps users stay hydrated. We are also covering a how to. We are also covering, the limitation, like notification must be enabled. You can choose intervals. So we are talking about the features also. We are not talking about single one issue that user might be focusing on. So we'll talk about one problem in at one point of time in one section. Okay, that's called modularity, and that will also help you when you will work with AI chatbots. Modularity means AI again cannot find random information from the whole text. It will read your headings, it will read your titles, it will read the content, and it will make out, okay, this particular information is for this. Okay, and when you generate modular content with AI chatbots, because these days documentations are all written for humans as well as chatbots. Okay, because chatbots also read from this information. So your content should be properly, it should be modular, as in it should resolve one problem at a time. The task orientation. When you're writing a task, you should know what does user want to do. what is his problem, what is the solution that he needs to, what are the steps that he needs to take. So that kind of orientation in your brain and on your topic should be there. Okay, and then the sequencing, hierarchy most likely means like you have get started topic and then you have configuration, installation, components, everything inside that. Okay, so that's the hierarchy part. Sequencing is again it's kind of very close. There is a very thin line where we are talking about quick start coming before or feature coming before or that kind of thing, right? Then the navigation. Can user find your topic easily? How have you placed that particular topic? So all important topics you will try to put them on H1s or H2s so that user is able to find them quickly. Only very deeper advanced topics go to maybe the H3 level. We try not to go to H4, heading 4, okay, in your TOC, so that whenever you're creating a TOC, user is able to see what matters in the most. And from your product perspective, from business perspective also, the features that you want to highlight, that you want user to use, those topics will take more preference and will be highlighted in your TOC. And there will be related links, there will be see also topics, the links at the bottom of different topics that will lead to those important topics, that will lead user to the important topics. Also, reuse the content, like how to reuse. There could be something that you have already discussed in one topic and now you're talking about maybe how to implement that topic, how to set that particular water reminder. You will not go and explain water reminder again. You will just give the reference of the feature topic that you have already written. Okay, so there will be reusability of your topic, right? So this is how, these are the some of the elements of your structure, and that is how you will structure the whole information within your document. Okay, then comes standardization in technical writing. For structures to happen with least effort, standardization is the next step. For example, some kind of standardization I have tried to give you already, like how to write a feature topic, how to write a how to topic, how to write a troubleshooting topic, what all information to include, what is the sequence of the sections.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Asura.
Yeah. I will let you know, ma'am. Now I leave the meeting.
Okay, Asura.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So standardization in technical writing. Let me know, what do you prefer? Rules and examples or complete freedom with no direction? Like whatever way you want to write, you can write. What would you prefer? As a writer, what would you prefer?
Rules and examples.
Rules and examples. Why? How will that help?
Rules means like we'll follow some style guides or something like that. Coming to freedom, it's our wish to how to like that. But preferring rules is the best thing, I think so, because there will be a flow or like
Yeah.
that.
Yes. So it is always better to have rules and examples. Why? Because it gives you again that structure, that standardization. You don't have to think about what information to put, when to put, where to put. You have a a template, you have some guidelines. So there are different ways of standardizing the content as well. Okay, so templates, style guides, and there are different ways that we'll just discuss in next this thing. So they will give you a they will predefine a few things for you, so that you don't have to invent the wheel again and again. Already you are doing few things, and every time you write a topic you are again going back and thinking, okay, what information to put, how to set the heading, whether to use the verb first, or whether to write the noun, or how do you do it. Okay, so uh, all those things can be predefined, and that will make your tasks easier as a writer, and that's why rules and examples are important. So standardization simply means that we are not reinventing the wheel every time we are writing. We know certain things, okay, this is this, and this is how we must write. If at all the standardization is not there, what will happen? Ketki will write in her own way, Mahadev will write in her own way, I will write in my way, right? Everyone will write in a different manner. There will be a different flow, different language, different terminology. And what will happen? Although we are working as a team, there are 3 writers in the team, and everybody is sounding different. One topic is written in one way, the other topic is written in different way. One product is written in one way, the other product is written in different way.
The reader gets confused by the flow or the structure.
Yes.
Where is
Where is what? Yeah. And documents feel inconsistent, user get confused, reviews become subjective. Say you have written some document and I have to review it. I will review as per my point of view, because there is no rules that have been set. I will say, okay, I don't like it, do it my way. So it's not like that. Technical writing is not about anybody's preference, not even the writer's preference. Okay, you might have your own style, but still you'll have to follow a particular format or structure. And also maintenance becomes difficult. Today Mahadev is working on the document, tomorrow Ketki is working on the same document. Okay, Mahadev has structured the document according to himself. Ketki comes and now she doesn't want it to be like that. She cannot find the information Mahadev has put because Ketki is thinking from a different perspective. Right? So the maintenance becomes very difficult. So that's why we need standardization. And how does it help? The writing part becomes easier because you don't have to think about the structure. You know, first come this thing comes, then this comes, then this comes, then this comes. Reviews become objective. Reviews are based on some kind of rules and guidelines. So the reviewer cannot be subjective or irrational. Whatever feedback they are giving must be on the basis of those templates, the structure that you have defined, and things around that. Why enjoy longer? Okay. ऐसे तो पहले नहीं था. Just a second. All right. So the content feels familiar to users. Users can predict what kind of information he can find at what kind of place. Okay. So it becomes more predictable and feels familiar to users. The teams can scale faster. Today, Ketki and Mahadev are writing the document. They are maintaining. Tomorrow there is a new writer that is coming in. Okay. Soumya also joins in. She also has to contribute to the same document. Now, how do you do it? You give her the rules, you give her the templates, you give her the style guides, and she can easily come on board and contribute to the documentation, just like you were doing. And it will not sound very different because there are already predefined guidelines that you are using, and now Soumya also has to use that. So these are how the teams will scale faster. It will be very easier for a new person to come and start working on something that is already that has already defined templates and structures. Okay, so these are the benefits of standardization. So yeah, right. So why standardization? It also reduces the mental load and actual work. Initially, you might feel that standardization might take some time. It might take a little bit of effort to create those templates, to create those structures, and you can think that okay, I have to go back and to the style guide and then follow the rules. It feels like it is more work, but eventually over the period of time you'll realize once those templates and structure become a norm for you, you'll not have to go back and refer to them again and again. It gets feeded in your brain and you'll start using it, and eventually for long run it's better for the user, it's better for any new writer, it's better for you because you know that okay, I have to write in this format. Okay, so standards reduce the mental load and you can actually work on the real details of the topic you're writing about. What are the different ways of achieving the standardization? One, I think we already know, is style guide. Another, I have mentioned templates. Okay, what other things could be there to achieve this standardization? What are the different areas? What are the other areas that where you think that okay, standardization should be there? We can predefine some rules, some guidelines around this so that our document looks consistent.
Yeah, writing the content, the grammar part, I think so.
Grammar is going to be same for everyone anyways. But you cannot tell the writer to uh, you know
Mostly
write in
active
particular
voice.
manner. Yeah,
So,
active voice and all those things. Yeah, so those are rules. Yes, those are
mm,
rules. Those are guidelines. They are already mentioned in style guides and everything. They are the part of style guides, right?
yeah.
Yeah. What other ways are there? You'll standardize the terminology. Okay, I have written it twice. Sorry. So you'll standardize the terminology. You will standardize the layout of your topics. Okay. So first of all, templates, like we have already done. We have already done a kind of structure I've already given to you. But it could be a little different for your organization when you join. They might, maybe, depending on the product, they might have different point of view and थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे हो सकता है, but overall flow जो logical order है that will remain same. Okay, so that kind of template, and if it is not there, just create it for yourself, create it for the team. That will be a real add-on. As a writer, I've also done that. When I used to work, there were no templates, there were no structures initially. Okay, so we used to create templates. I had created those templates literally for all types of topics, like what kind of information goes where, and people could actually use that template project itself. I had created a template project which had all the structure, the TOC templatized in a particular order, like all the topics will be written in this order. And so whenever a new product used to come, the new writer will only put in those, if features, under the features note they will just put the real features. Under the getting started, they will put the topics that are related to, or the information related to that particular product. In the how to's, all the how to's related to that product, but the order of putting that, like all those nodes were already there. Also, when you're creating a how to, there is already a template, there is a feature topic, there is already a template. Okay, write it this in this particular order, and that's what I have already given to you as well. That whenever you're doing the feature, you will write an overview first, you will write about how does it help and what are the use cases, and then comes the later parts like limitations or any kind of additional information related to the feature. Okay, then when you're writing the how to, then you are setting a particular I think how to का हमने structure नहीं change discuss किया है ना. I think we have missed that. I'll share a how to structure as well. So in how to, you write what you're going to achieve. Okay, we did it in quick start. Okay, yeah, we did it in quick start. Just like we do the quick start topics, the how to topics are written in the same way. So you clear the intent that what the user is going to achieve through this topic, and then you give the steps. Okay, these are the steps to achieve something. So those are the task kind of topic, right? So here those templates are there, style guides are there, terminology to be used. What kind of terms we are going to, how are we going to address my product? Am I going to say the Fitbit app, Fitbit application? Am I going to say it in some other way? Okay, so whatever things are there, those terminology will also be standardized. Not just the product name, but how do I call this particular feature? Do I call it a water reminder or do I call it a water alert? Okay, so that kind of terminology will be there. Layout of your topic internally, like how you're placing your H1s, H2s and everything. Okay, what kind of fonts are you using for heading 1, what kind of fonts you're using for H2, and what kind of structure visually, how does it look like? Okay, what kind of fonts you're going to use, all those things are also standardized. Okay, what font size you're going to use, what are the font types you're going to use, all those things are going to be same. That's layout. Then the visuals, what kind of visuals you are going to create. There are guidelines to create visuals as well. So there is a visual layout, like how your document should look the same on page 1, on the page 2 and page 3. It should not look like either blue font था, next पे black font है, either font size 18 था, next पे 16 है. No, that consistency is very important, that visual consistency. And the visuals themselves, how do I capture the screenshots, which theme should I, so you know that you have black and dark and light themes on your phone. If you have to create a Fitbit application, features you are defining, so आपने water reminder feature लिया, dark theme में capture किया, केतकी को dark theme पसंद है, उसने अपने screenshots dark theme में लिए, महादेव is doing, उसे light theme पसंद है, वो light theme में ले रहा है. So your document doesn't look same, right? One topic Ketki has written, another topic Mahadev has written. The third topic Soumya has written, everybody is doing it in their own different ways. So there has to be a standardization there as well. Labeling, visuals की labeling होती है, if you're defining the components or maybe highlighting a particular option, how to highlight that particular option, that also will be standardized. Okay, do I put a red circle and a blue label, what color it will be, what font the labels will use, everything is going to be should be standardized. All these rules are must be there. So what you do, you do not create style guides and templates usually from the scratch. There is a base always. For example, templates I have given you to an extent. Okay, so these templates you can tweak according to your product when you use it there. Not like completely upside down, but tweak a little bit and you can use them later on when you are working in your organization, and that can be an add-on from your side. Like Soumya is already working. If she proposes that okay, we use this particular template, it will be an additional thing from your side. It will be an initiative from your side that we are going to standardize certain types of topics, and this is how we are going to do. Okay. Similarly, style guides. Style guides you're not going to write completely by yourself, or you do not have to really maintain them. Style guides, we take the common ones. We'll just discuss that as well. We'll just take the common ones as our base and we modify and write things that are specific to ours in a different separate document, and we follow that. So we say our base standard is this, our base style guide is maybe Google's style guide or Microsoft style guide or any. And then for specific kind of things, you keep them written, or things that you want to override, where you want to override the default style guide, those things you keep written with yourself within the team, circulated with everybody, and the whole team follows the same thing. Okay, this is how the standardization is achieved. So what are templates? You kind of discussed it, but yeah, what sections the topic should have, in what order, what type of content belongs where, all these things. They let you know where to start. If you know already that okay, I have to start the feature topic with a basic introduction definition, then I tell how the feature helps. So you know, so it gives you an easy start to the topic. You know how to write it. Okay, already that structure is defined for you. And also you do not miss out on giving any kind of key information. For example, use cases people usually will miss, but they are the key to connect with the user. So if you know that you have to write in a particular order, you will not miss those kind of information. I think the meeting